land with a 1,000-year history where Europe and Asia meet, a place of confrontation and historical intertwining of Christianity, Islam, and Buddhism. A region where empires, cultures, and people have coexisted over the centuries, forming a complex mosaic of ideas and beliefs. 12 countries, almost half of which are Orthodox: Russia, Belarus, Moldova, Armenia, and Georgia. The others are Muslim: Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Afghanistan. From the shores of the Pacific Ocean in the east to the Atlantic Ocean in the west, from the Arctic Circle in the north to the Middle Asian Desert in the south. It is the largest division in the world by area. In spite of the difficulties, the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the Euro-Asia division continues to be active in proclaiming the three angels' messages. The greatest emphasis is on engaging lay members in ministry, which is reflected in the I Will Go general strategy. 3 years of life and ministry are behind us. Gathering from the past, what can we, as church members in the Euro-Asia division, take with us into the future? The faithfulness of God's children, the self-sacrifice of pastors, the diligence of laborers? Yes, also their generosity, hospitality, their love for their neighbors, love for Jesus, love for His Word. In fact, it is by the Word that we live, for only it endures forever, and only it offers hope. Evangelism is a priority for pastors in the Euro-Asia division. Field schools for pastors were held in all unions of our division, with more than 300 pastors participating. During the day, they were trained by experienced evangelists, and in the evenings they conducted evangelistic programs in local congregations. As a result, more than 50 evangelistic programs were held, followed by baptism celebrations. The General Conference initiative, Back to the Altar, has been implemented at all levels of the division.
For me, Back to the Altar is probably a rethinking of my spiritual Christian life.
I have seen it really work, and surely we will experience a great revival. In 2024, our division hosted the Pastors' Kids Congress. When we saw young people ready to follow in their father's footsteps and continue their life's work, it gave us confidence that the mission of the church will continue. In recent years, many churches in the Euro-Asia division have paid much attention to the development of the School of the Bible initiative. Hundreds of church members and pastors do Bible classes with visitors. The School of the Bible ministry experiences from across the division are recorded as short videos to inspire church members with this ministry.
I studied in a music school and suggested to one of my music school teachers that we study the Bible school lessons together. I discovered that she preferred not to discuss this subject with anyone. I prayed, and finally, very slowly, little by little, she said, "Well, perhaps yes." She was baptized in the summer after completing the Bible school lessons. I have experienced no greater joy in my life than witnessing her journey to baptism.
Youth ministry has been and continues to be one of the division's top priorities. The energy of young people is required more than ever to fulfill the mission of the church. The one-year ministry was one of our youth's major mission projects. In Samara City, young people worked throughout the year in a new center of influence. Youth meetings, health exhibitions, and special outdoor activities were held every day. As a result of their ministry, A new congregation was formed in that city a year later. Similar projects take place every year in different cities in our division. Special attention is paid to the education of leaders. Youth ministry leadership schools were held in all the unions, which brought together more than 2,000 leaders. In 2023, the Youth Congress in Zaoxki brought together 1,200 young people. They had the opportunity to be trained for various methods of how to do mission best at 48 workshops. The culmination of this forum was the dedication to God on the last day of the Congress. 53 young people were baptized. More than 100 decided to become pastors, and 20 young people expressed a desire to participate in the project, 1 year in ministry. As part of the Euro-Asia Division Education Department Ministry, elementary and secondary education is actively developed. There are 27 primary schools and 17 secondary schools registered in 2024. More than 2,000 pupils attend. Children and young people are offered an educational program that combines an academic curriculum with Bible study. Chaplains help the students learn how to build their relationship with God. The only division institution of higher education is Seventh-day Adventist University, which trains pastors, chaplains, and teachers for Adventist schools. The campus of Seventh-day Adventist University can be called the Euro-Asia Division Center of Youth Life. The largest forums gathering thousands of young people are held here. One of the socially important projects is an official volunteer program to help museums of the Tula region, under which students provide substantial assistance. Such community involvement opens up new opportunities for the mission of the church. The children's ministry of the Euro-Asia Division is aimed at training the younger generation and involving them in the mission of the church. Over a 5-year period, vacation Bible schools have been attended by a total of about 30,000 children, a third of whom are not from Adventist families. The outcome of this ministry was the baptism of over 900 children under the age of 15. As children participate in programs organized at church, at camp meetings in the conferences and unions, and in mission projects, they are learning to serve God and their neighbors. In Moldova, a 6-year-old Alina saw a video in church showing children's lives in Africa. "We have such good gifts, and they don't even have clean water," she said to the pastor. "I want to raise 20,000 lei, about $1,000 to help them." The pastor told the congregation about this idea. Alina began to stand at the door of the church every Saturday with a homemade box, as she invited the church members to donate. Alina had beautiful hair since childhood. Then she found out that her hair could be sold. Despite pleas for her to keep her hair, she decided to go to the hairdresser, and so she earned some more money to put into the money box. It took her 3 years, but she finally achieved her goal. The raised money was donated to ADRA to be directed to help children in Africa. Media ministry is developing in the Euro-Asian Division territory. In October 2024, the Hope Channel Russia celebrated its 10th anniversary. It broadcasts its programs over the internet, cable networks, and streaming platforms. The number of viewers and the regions covered by the message is constantly growing. Radio programs are broadcasted in many languages and reach residents in countries such as Afghanistan, Tajikistan, and many others. As the media ministry collaborates with other church departments, there is a more successful fulfillment of the church mission. Hundreds of evangelistic programs have been conducted in the Euro-Asia Division with the help and assistance of the Adventist World Radio. Digital evangelism projects in the Euro-Asia Division make prayer programs accessible for the multitudes of people living in big cities. On social media, people are invited to share their prayer requests. Then a local pastor connects with them, and they are invited to join a nearby church. Through this ministry, the message of hope reaches thousands of people. For more than 30 years, the publishing house, The Source of Life, brings God's message through books. More than 2 million Adventist books, magazines, and missionary materials are published annually, and not only in Russian but also in a dozen other languages. Literary evangelists in our area are some of the most dedicated workers in the field of God. And it is thanks to them that many people are becoming acquainted with the end-time truth and are joining the Church. The Euro-Asia Division Health Ministries offers an effective way to reach secular society. There are so many projects in the Euro-Asia Division: health food shops and cafes, health exhibitions, health clubs, and health camps. For several years, church members have been active in the 10,000 Steps to Life campaign, as well as running cooking classes, organizing health awareness Sabbaths and health weeks. Adventist health centers are probably one of the most successful mission tools. The services provided by such centers are various and address all areas of people's life: physical, emotional, and social. All guests are invited to continue fellowship in the School of the Bible format, and many of them respond with pleasure. Distribution of a book, The Great Controversy, in the Euro-Asia Division is another way church members engage in ministry. Local congregations order thousands of books each year to distribute to their friends, acquaintances, and anyone with whom they are in contact. Internet resources are actively involved in promoting The Great Controversy, gaining hundreds of thousands of views.
My family practices to Buddhism, as does our whole republic, and I found the true God on the pages of the beautiful book, The Great Controversy. When I started reading this book, I realized that this was the truth I had been searching for.
In 10 countries of the Euro-Asia Division, the Adventist Development and Relief Agency provides humanitarian aid following Christ's example of welfare ministry. In recent years, thousands of people affected by floods in the Far East, Siberia, the Urals, Kazakhstan have obtained aid, including the earthquake victims in Afghanistan, thousands of refugees in armed conflict zones in Russia, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. ADRA shows compassion and help in times of peace and in times of trouble. The past 3 years has been a time of searching for effective ways to preach the Word. We have created comfortable environments for children and youth, built houses of prayer, opened new schools, and centers of influence. We have conducted thousands of evangelistic activities, trained pastors at field schools and Bible conferences, and prayed for our way back to the altar. And in every congregation, the Bible School Initiative has become an idea that awakens the desire of even the humblest church members to pick up a Bible and offer the next lesson to their friends, then to serve them in order to preserve them for the kingdom of God. This is where we see our calling, both in the present and in the future. It's important to be on the move.
I feel that He is calling me to serve.
I am His co-worker.
To carry this message.
I want them to be saved.
To set their eyes on God.
As we love one another, we become His genuine disciples.